We often forget how much unites all the members of humanity. Perhaps we need some outside universal threat to make us recognize this common bond. I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet, I ask you, is not an alien force already among us? It's already among us?
It's already among us.
Look at this thing. It's rotating.
Images of that rotating thing captured by U.S. Navy aircraft.
The Space Force will help us deter aggression and control the ultimate high ground. Today's signing, I will proudly appoint General J. Raymond, the first Chief of Space Operations.
What if all of your faith and religious conventions were meant to bluff us into a false sense of security all of these years? The entities we worshipped were real, but the testaments were modified to mislead and divide us, not by them but by us, in order to take control of the power by convincing us that the holy men were the authority. All of our peace and freedom is under the authority and rule. We are told not to trust each other, encouraged to rival one another and compete. We are slaves to wages. I don't imagine this is the way we are supposed to be. This entire way of life we have made for ourselves maybe just doesn't work anymore. We have lost our way because we have been guided away from it due to the greed of power. Let's be safe and call this a dream. More like a daydream, a thought, if you will. An idea, an if scenario. If we wanted total control, the elite would plan for mass casualties based on cause and effect. We know we have to depopulate the planet over time. But let's say the elite might want it right away. However, the casualty of the world's issues might have its own turn. Mother Earth likely will retaliate against the mass infestation of our species, who have notoriously exploited Earth to no end. It would be no wonder why we would be seeing the coming doom, per se. We must understand that surely what we do has effects. The idea that there are space fleets or invasions going to happen is for sure the idea of the antichrist movement to align spiritual people into thinking the way that they already are, for good intent to just manipulate our minds enough that we will blindly accept this new age rubbish because it looked right or good on the surface. Yet it is the same Antichrist that has been plaguing us from our past, just transforming into something new and improved to fool you. So you will blindly go ahead and accept this new age hypnosis and fall into their new trap. There are tons of new reports of UFOs, strange lights, orbs, just since people has been on lockdown, some even broad daylight. Recently, the Navy released footage of a UFO off the coast of California that they had on their radar. No one knew what it was, and it was moving in ways that defy the law of physics. Donald Trump has implemented Space Force. Why? Did I mention Project Bluebeam? We see fleets and fleets of strange lights in the sky and are told that they are satellites belonging to SpaceX. Yet how ironic we are just now seeing them. Maybe a fleet of projectors. Which leads me back to Project Bluebeam.
The network is going live now. Do you understand what I'm telling you? It is operational now. What they're going to project in that sky is a hologram. It's not going to be real.
He goes on to say, with it will come advancement in technology, advanced science, advanced healthcare, a vaccine to cure this virus that has caused a global pandemic, cure cancer, and a promise to live forever. He also adds how that is a deception to fool the masses, which he would be correct. In my thought, I'm not saying I believe any of this, and this is not me saying that there isn't intelligent life in our universe. If I was forced to answer that question, I would 110% say that there is intelligent life in our universe outside of our own. Because whenever you finally start to grasp how many galaxies there are in the universe and how many planets and stars are in each galaxy, your human mind cannot comprehend the number. Surely there is recipe and scenario out there for intelligent life. 100%. So in the event that our elite planned a fake alien invasion, that's not saying the aliens are not real. That's just saying that our own kind has more sinister purposes. And some people actually believe that there is a Galactic Federation of light, a family in our universe that will be protecting us, that is actually the groundwork for the Bible, which got manipulated by man. I'm not saying that is true, and I'm not saying I believe it or that you should believe it. I'm saying you should make up your own mind, do your own research. Because that's the only way you can get to the bottom of things. Unless you just want to blindly follow what the media sells you. Not questioning what we were taught to believe can be the biggest mistake of our lifetime. It's not a sin to question your ancestors.